Jasmyne and Vince.
The Jasmyne Show.
The JasVynce.
Yes. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to a brand new episode of The Jasmyne Show.
I'm Jazz.
And I'm Vince, and we're hoping this will be a very quick episode because there's not too much to talk about. But we do got some stuff to talk about. We're here for another episode of Married at First Sight, of course. Season 17 episode 5100, as Jazz likes to say. 14. The episode is titled New Groom. Who this? I like it. Of course, back to our old wonderful sob story about the most disappointing personal moments in someone's life after getting jilted at the altar for the first time. One groom gets a historic second chance to be married at first sight, but his bride might refuse to marry him. The drama between the other couples could ruin what might have been a happy day. Did it ruin it?
I think they still enjoyed themselves. I don't even know if they knew everything that was happening.
It seemed like there was some good stuff going on. I think, there was a potential to ruin it. I did not think Lauren and Orion were going to be at this wedding, but they showed up. If you're watching this channel, thank you so much for tuning in with us. Especially if you've left a comment on a past video, we appreciate you for tuning in with us. If you're new here, please make sure you take the time to
like, comment, and subscribe.
Do that thing. We appreciate it. Ring the little bell to let you know when we're posting. Because we try to have these episodes up every Thursday morning or Wednesday night after the show. We'll see. But yes, this episode, I was wondering if we was going to get a whole wedding episode, if they was actually going to give us a wedding. Because if they didn't get married in this episode, we'd have been very upset.
Yeah, I'm glad that it was focused more on their wedding and their story.
We'd have been very, very upset. So congratulations to Michael and Chloe. They did their thing. They're finally a married couple. She didn't back out.
Did you think she was going to back out?
They made it seem like, who knows, possibly she was getting last minute jitters. Obviously, that is Michael's worst fear.
Everybody gets last minute jitters.
Yeah. But it also didn't look good towards the end of the episode when they showed a preview of her saying, what is the words? The famous words?
I don't know if I can do this. She already did it. So.
I don't know if I can do this.
You know they be editing.
Which is what he's been told by his previous soon-to-be wife before. So hopefully everything works out with them. I'm rooting for them. They seem very positive, especially now that we got to see them together. Of course, the episode begins with him being nervous about his biggest personal failure and also seeing people's faces respond to him, which apparently is something that he's had to sit through before. Like, maybe he read on the bridesmaids and the family faces like, oh, she's not going to go through with this the first time. It seemed like that was something he was afraid of.
Yeah, we didn't get to see all of that, but it did seem like he was insinuating that.
Is that what it seemed like he was insinuating?
Yeah.
All right. I just want to know if that's what happened before. Seemed like, he mentioned it twice, so maybe something that he was upset about. Why is Claire so hype about attending this wedding?
Claire is giving me, I want to build my clientele.
I think most people are.
It's something about her that I'm not really feeling. Did I write a note about it? I'm not sure.
You just screamed out loud. Why, Claire? You don't even know him.
Yeah, she's like, he's such a great guy and da-da-da-da, and he's committed to this. I'm like, you don't know this man. I don't even know why you're at this wedding. I feel like they told them to
moral support. I do think the producers were like, what would be a good idea? I think that Michael appreciates the support. Chloe in the after party kind of seemed like, oh, it was nice to have y'all there. But I was looking in the crowd like, who?
I think it's weird, and I think that This whole episode, Michael was asking the two guys that he should not ask.
Yes.
Honestly, the only guy he maybe should have talked to was Austin, who wasn't there. So.
Austin and Becca were not able to make the wedding. They had to visit family members or something like that.
I wish that they would have been there because I feel like some of shenanigans went out of shenanigans.
I do also feel like, what shenanigans?
I think you missed it.
Maybe
Emily got drunk at the reception.
Oh, well, we knew that was gonna happen.
And would like drop the glass and stuff on the floor.
I missed the glass, but
Brendan they were just passive aggressiving each other back and forth the whole time.
I could totally see that. I do think having Becca and Austin at the wedding would have also added like a certain little flair, like another little layer of warmth onto the whole Married at First Sight experience. It's unfortunate, but they'll get to meet them at some point. I wonder, just because you asked about Claire, though, you don't even know him. Do you think Claire or Orion has spent more time around Michael?
Orion.
Probably Orion, because being with the guys and stuff like that.
They did the whole bachelorette,
bachelor
party.
They did.
It seems like, just from the way that Orion was talking to him, it seems like they have spent time
My
together.
guy.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, y'all been around each other for how many hours? I need to know. But yeah, as Jazz said, my man's is nervous. He don't know what's going down. He got to get ready. He spent time with his friends. And then here comes strolling in two distinguished gentlemen that could definitely give him some advice on going through the Married at First Sight process. And it just happens to be the worst two guys that you could possibly ask. They should have just sent Chris from a few seasons ago.
Nah. I'm just curious if everybody has been honest with Michael. We only see Michael pop in here and there.
Yeah.
But I don't think that Michael knows that all of these marriages are on the fritz. Based on him asking, like, oh, so what advice would you give me? I was like, if you knew everything that was happening, you probably wouldn't ask any of these guys for advice. But anyway,
the wrong two people.
I digress.
Between Orion and Brennan, who else is left? There's nobody else, right? It's only Austin, because Cameron in the hospital right now. So that's the only person you would have wanted to hear advice from. I guess might have been Austin, but even he don't really know what's going on. He's kind of just winging it and doing more successful than the other couples. It looks like. At least Michael can talk. Jazz thinks he is very eloquent.
I do think he is. All right, let's get to the wedding.
All right. I also have his family is super nervous. Obviously, or both of their families are super nervous. And her father, she revealed that her father is having health problems. Mm-hmm. So the mom and the friend and her are just crying out tears and stuff like that. People kept asking Michael if he was nervous, and I thought that was like, I feel like you're making him more nervous by doing
that's
that.
what I was thinking.
Stop doing that. But yes, we finally got to see them make their way to the altar. They smiled at each other. I thought I had a moment of the time she came around the corner, but I might have moved that. But I do have the actual wedding, in which we get to find out that, in case you didn't know anything else about Chloe, she is filled with the 3 B's, Jazz. Those are
boobies,
brains, beauty, and boobies. Those are the best. Those are the best things to be filled with.
Booty.
Oh, booty is that's a good. Hey, that's a good. But I don't know if she has that. Shout out to our guy Michael for being another distinguished gentleman for not checking out the boobies at that moment. According to the officiant, he's a little Hellcat. For
no, that was the friend.
That was a friend. Wait, who's no.
Because the friend said she has the 3 B's.
Yes,
and she said, "You Hellcat" to her friend, and I was like, "That's."
Did she said? I thought that was the officiant. No,
she said that to her friend that gave that intro.
Okay,
and I said, "This is a geriatric wedding." She's
Michael
old for that.
Michael was like, "Oh, I was trying not to look," and I was like, "Good job, sir. Good job," because that was the moment to be like. But apparently, yes. So Chloe was saying that to her friend that she's a little Hellcat.
Yeah.
How old is Chloe?
I think she's 40. I want want to say
Ah.
Michael's like 38. I think she might be 41 for some reason.
Also learned, and they might have mentioned this before, but Albuquerque. I feel like that adds.
Listen, Albuquerque is a weird place.
That adds a layer of to a person. For those of people that don't know Albuquerque, New Mexico, there's a reason. If you have to name like a podunk or not even podunk, just like middle of nowhere.
There's more podunk.
No, there's way more. But like, just and
they
no
have
offense,
the hot air balloon festival.
No offense, because there's a lot of space to do that. No offense to our New Mexican fans out there, but yeah, if you ever watched Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul,
he was pressed.
That's always my go-to. Like, it's not that it's a nothing town. Even Bryan Cranston said like wasn't nothing going on in that town. That's why we was driving around with fake cartel members and stuff like that. Like, that just adds a layer of interesting to a person. Like, interesting. We got from them at the altar, which they kissed. We were excited about the kiss. They're both animal lovers. They both are interested in adopting. She doesn't want kids at all.
She said she didn't want kids. She said because she had like a figure and everything.
450,000.
Yeah, kids in foster care. And
yes.
She's like, why do I need to put a bun in this oven when there's kids that need love? I was like, I love that. I love that. But when his friends asked, oh, well, does he know that? I was like, ooh, I hope this is not going to be
because that could have gone bad. I'm glad that we got to see, the playback of the friends talking to him about the same situation and him being like,
that's not what happened.
All right, go ahead, Jess.
He was talking to her mom and her bridesmaids, and they said, "Oh, do you want to have kids?" And he said, "It's not something I've ever really thought about, but." He said that if my wife wanted to have a kid, or however the kid came about, whether he's open to adoption, fostering, whatever, then he was down. And I was like, these are the type of people that need to be on Married at First Sight, because they're very open-minded.
Open-minded, mature, willing to, I don't know what the word for willing to discuss these things, willing to have the hard conversations, and also kind of have their mind made up about, how they feel. But again, open-minded enough to accept, hey, look, I could be placed with a partner that thinks differently, and I want to be able to work with this person. That's a beautiful thing.
I thought it was interesting that on After Party, Jamel Hill and Keisha were talking about, women of certain age have to be open to other options. And they were talking about how, Keisha was saying that she is of a certain age and she had, 2 kids, but she would like to adopt. So I was like, yeah, I love that.
Shout out to Keisha and Jamel Hill.
Yes, love Jamel Hill. Saw her at a concert. What concert was it? Jill Scott. Yeah, Jill Scott concert. We walked
down the hill of the Hollywood Bowl with Jamel Hill and her husband.
Right. That was very random.
It was super random.
Thank you.
Right. Only other things that I have. Anything else about the actual wedding?
Yeah, I said he had his heart cut in his hair and his flamboyant pink suit, but it was cute. And it also
I gotta be flamboyant, it's pink.
It was very flamboyant to me. And it also complimented her bridesmaids' dresses. And I said, the wedding pics about to be fire.
Yeah,
and they were.
And I like nice. the whole setup they got going on here. It's really, really elegant. I was feeling that. Anything else about the wedding?
I did not like the setup, actually.
No.
Like those flowers, I'm pretty sure they were fake.
Probably.
They looked fake to me. I didn't like that.
It's just for show. It's the second
they would have just did like white and pink roses or something.
You didn't decorate, Jazz.
Well,
did we get to see, before we talk about the reception, did we get to see the wedding MC? Did we get to see any of the party?
We didn't see no MC.
We saw some dancing. We saw it got crazy, but
I didn't see it.
This is my plea once again to Married at First Sight producers. If you need a wedding MC to guarantee the best time ever at these weddings, please hit your boy Vince Bracey up. Info will be just DM or comment. Come on, hook us up. All right. They had the little after marriage chat where Michael got directly to it, and I really appreciate him letting the cat out the bag, I guess, or just getting right into it. He got it out the way. talking about, hey, look, I forgot exactly how he put it, but this is another point for Jazz.
I said
saying
he
that,
was very eloquent in the way that he said
Eloquence.
it. And I was like, this is such a grown man way to tell your wife something that you don't know if she's gonna take it in a negative way.
Yeah.
But he like framed it and like was like, you know what, but that does not change that our story is uniquely ours. And I'm like,
she was
it's
like,
giving grown man.
She's like, I'm here for it, ride or die, bad boys for life. Like she was cool with it. She was cool.
She
with it.
did say that to him, but then when she talked to the girls and the girls asked, "How do you feel about that?"
She's not gonna lie.
She was like, "I'm questioning the expert
Said so what,
as to why I was his second choice."
So
and I'm like,
what happened if he's my one and only person?
Yep.
Then why they put him with somebody else? Well, I would like to see the experts answer for that. Honestly,
I don't think they're gonna take accountability.
No. I wasn't. Sorry, we love y'all, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. Again, it is a super awkward. Unique is the word that we're using. It's a super unique situation. First time this has ever been done before. Again, where somebody got remarried, they had a second wedding, and the people came to the wedding, and the new bride could talk to the old brides who have failed marriages, but they gonna try to keep it positive. I wish I had a clip of Emily just being drunk. Now that I think.
Listen. So basically, I thought it was interesting how all the other couples were like chatting about how they felt the wedding went and all of this stuff, and I can't say the words that I really want to say.
What's the words?
Emily is a effing hater, bro. That's literally what I wrote down. She said that their vows were too vanilla and nothing special. Emily, their marriage is going to last longer than yours.
Shut up.
Secondly, I felt like their vows were pretty good, and you don't know this person. Yeah. How like special and intricate can your vows really be?
Now I want to remember what hers was. Was hers all that?
I don't remember. Exactly. Emily is a hater. She's been a hater on after party. She's just the queen of hateration, okay?
She's bitter.
And we don't like that in this dancery. I just want to say
she's
that.
She's all around bitter. Not up in this dancery.
No.
She's very bitter. I will give her that. Anyone else that we would talk about? How do you feel about Lauren being at the wedding?
Why did they have them sitting next to each other?
First off, no. Y'all are nasty for that. Second off, this is not the first time people on the internets and also Jazz wondered if.
I did think that she thought Michael was handsome. I thought she thought so. But again, Michael is who Orion presented himself to be, in my opinion. So, yeah.
I would agree on that.
I feel like they could have been another match.
My guy.
That was... I feel like they were both flexible and committed, and I feel like they could have been a good match. But that's neither here nor there.
It's not. We're focused on our journey now.
So basically, they sat Lauren and Orion together at the reception. Uh-oh. And he was really trying to chat her up. He was like, oh yeah, I just want to check on you. See how are you doing emotionally? How are you doing? Da 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 da. And he was like, oh yeah, I would like to chat, before the night is over. And she basically hit him with the nah, I'm good. But then they still had a whole conversation.
Can I have a hug in the face?
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, hold on, what did I read?
Yo, get out of here, B.
I said, why is he a old where my hug at ass guy?
Like, down bad, bro. It's looking nasty.
Jamel Hill was like, I would not have gave him no hug because I'm petty. I'm petty Pendergrass.
I love that.
I was like, yeah, I'm not giving no hugs. Flex on your ex.
She was being very cordial, I guess, for when they did have to interact. And I give her mad props for that because I don't know Lauren. From what I've seen from her, it looked like she could have been way more petty and distant.
No, she could.
And like, you know what I'm saying, push offy and what I'm saying?
Because I don't understand why if you want a divorce and you just met me, right? You didn't give the relationship a chance. I don't owe you any conversation. You're lucky I'm even sitting right next to you.
Yo.
Yeah, don't love it. What else happened? Oh, Claire started reflecting
Yes.
on her relationship.
Before you get into, I just wanted to say that I do think that specifically with, because we got Orion up here, I'll take him off in a sec. But specifically with Orion, and I was thinking maybe some of the other couples or people, I should say, as well. It seems like people, it's a wedding. Jazz started getting emotional. I feel like everybody started getting the feels at some point.
Who is Jazz?
You, Jazz. You was.
There's no proof of this.
Okay. All right. I didn't
be lying, y'all.
Okay, all right. I'm tearing up. Jazz was emotional, and I believe some of the other.
You tearing up right now?
Some of the other people were as well. So who else got in their feelings, Jazz?
Claire going to sneak off to call Cameron and say, and leave a voicemail talking about I miss you, and it just doesn't feel right that you're not here. And I'm like, I think this is what Cameron was talking about, because he kept saying every time I'm ready to go, like she said something that pulls me back in, and I think that this is what he's talking about.
Okay,
like it's a prime example of what he's talking about. She keeps saying, oh, he says one thing and does another thing and da 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 da. But he's been saying from jump that she's doing that. So everybody, I don't even think it's a like, oh, this is my perspective. It's she is legit doing that, but I don't think that she sees something romantic with him. I think she's doing it as a friend. If that makes sense.
She's just checking on him. She kind of,
But saying I miss you to somebody that is attracted to you and married to you and was like really trying to get close to you is like an emotional manipulation. I don't think that's her intention, but it is.
Yes, I would have to agree. I do feel like she might be putting on airs a little bit in terms of like the status of their relationship. Again, specifically because they are attending a wedding. They barely got a marriage. Like, no facts. Like the strongest marriage in that building was Chloe and Michael. The new one. Like that's the craziest thing. So yeah, Claire. We'll see. Cameron, hope you feel better soon. Anything else about any of these other interactions? Did Brennan do anything or say anything that I might have missed?
Yeah, when the guys chatted, Brennan basically was saying, I said, Michael asking Trashmen for advice. The Trashmen. And then I said, Brennan was basically telling him, like, do shit your way. He was like, it's right because it's what you want to do.
Great advice.
What else could he give?
Nothing.
Brennan was like, I think that Brennan is playing Clueless on purpose.
I would not even know.
Because he's just waiting to get a divorce.
I think all the grooms might have got together at some point and discussed divorcing. Just the way
it seems like that.
Yeah.
So Emily was talking to Brennan at one point. She says, it's just really weird being at our wedding venue, and like...
Oh, was that the same venue?
Yes. And he was like... I haven't even thought about it. I'm like, trash. I'm like, he's messing with her, right?
Trash,
he's messing with her. So, she's like, oh, so how you feeling? And then he says, oh, I'm really excited for their honeymoon. And she was like, you're excited for their honeymoon? He's like, yeah, so we can like encourage them. Brennan is basically, I feel like saying, I'm going to cheer on this marriage because the rest of us is done at this point. So might as well cheer them on. And then I feel like they were like they were just being passive aggressive with each other. She's like saying all the like little negative stuff, the same stuff she's been doing. And then it just flashes to her getting like super rowdy and drunk on the dance floor. Like, oh yeah. I'm like, it's not your wedding, bro. What are you doing?
That's what she knows. That's how she operates.
Like, I would have been mad. If I was Chloe, I would have been mad that Michael even invited them at that point. Because it's one thing for you to come to the wedding. It's another thing for you to be breaking glass on the dance floor, acting drunk like an asshole. And then Brennan just looked like, why the hell am I here? But if that's how she acts, because he said that she was getting drunk in the house and doing like crazy shit too. So if that's how she'll act in public at a wedding when you don't know half of the people there, I kind of, You know, I'm not Team Brennan, but I kind of agree with that. And I can see how it could be a turnoff in him not wanting to be like, open up to her and stuff.
I got you on that. I don't have anything else on the wedding, just that they had a nice little cuddle session afterwards. And we don't know the depth of the cuddles, but she had on pajamas.
She said she wasn't doing all that.
Yeah,
she had pajamas,
she
a
said
robe, socks.
She had on pajamas, but she woke up with lashes on her forehead. So
she did that. No, that's
just
what
from tossing and turning.
No.
Let me know. Go ahead.
You take the lashes off because if not, you'll sleep with them on.
Yeah.
So you just put them somewhere so you can come back and
get out.
Them.
What?
I'm telling you.
I thought she was saying that they just ended up on her.
No, she was saying that. She said that at the wedding she made a joke that like she was so tired that the lashes she would forget to take her lashes off. So she was like, I'm just taking them off and put them on my forehead. It was a joke, babe. It was a joke. You missed it.
I missed that joke. Right. Shout out to the Trashmen, Brennan. I don't know what else is happening next week, but we'll see how this turns out.
I can't do this.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. Where's my Pastor Cal? I need some head shaking right now. I don't have any ratings for them. We'll give an actual rating for Chloe and Michael after.
I hope they get a good honeymoon.
Their honeymoon. Will they go to the exact same place?
They should. I'm assuming. I don't know.
We'll see.
Where did they? Oh, they went to
Cancun.
Playa Mujeres.
We'll see. Let us know how you're feeling about these couples in the comments. Anything else, Jess?
Nope.
Yeah. Congratulations.
You're our last hope, guys.
Congratulations, Michael and Chloe. You are our last hope. Please make the experts, the producers, and all of America watching proud. And good luck. They already look like they get into some turmoil in these commercials. Will anybody stay married this season?
I could see Austin and Becca staying married.
Maybe, yeah.
But I feel like they will stay married, but will they last long term? I don't know.
We'll see.
But stay married, probably.
Let us know how you feel about that, and if Chloe and Michael are going to end up adopting some babies and fur babies at some point. We'll find out. But yes, please, if you've been watching this entire time, we thank you so much. But please make sure you take the time to
like, comment, and subscribe.
Thank you so much for doing that. And we will catch you on another episode of The JasVynce Show. Peace.
Jasmyne and Vince.
The JasVynce Show.